Listen up.
This just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report.
Gossip.
With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
Well, Draymond Green and Kevin Durant sat down for an interview on Bleacher Report's Chips, and that interview actually came out yesterday. It's 24 minutes. Now, one thing they did discuss on there was their infamous argument and how come Draymond asked Kevin Durant about him leaving the Warriors after that.
How much did our argument against the Clippers drive you to ultimately lead the Warriors?
It wasn't an argument. Steve Kerr act like it didn't happen. Bob Myers and tried to just discipline you and think that that would put the mask over everything. I really felt like that was such a big situation for us as a group. The first time we went through something like that, we had to get that all out. I remember watching The Last Dance, and when Scottie didn't go into the game, the whole team said, Scottie, that was up that you did that. We needed that.
All right, in addition, they talked about the suspension that happened after the argument.
They tried to tell me, you need to apologize. And I told them, I'll talk to Kay, but y'all aren't going to tell me what I need to say. Mm-hmm. And so we met the next morning, and they said, all right, you ready to apologize? And I told them right then and there, I said, y'all about to this up. I said, the only person that can make this right is me and Kay. And in my opinion, they it up.
I think so too.
They told me right then and there, like, we're going to suspend you for this game. I laughed in their face, literally laughed in their face.
For not apologizing. All right, now also in this same interview, he asked Kevin Durant about having kids or not having kids.
That's a big commitment, and I always felt like I was just really zoned in on my work. And eventually I do want that, but the older I get, I think is the better, because I'm maturing more, knowing myself more, understanding my situation a little bit more. So if I were to invite someone in or combine my life with another person, you know, it'd be perfect at this time, as opposed to me 10 years ago. I wouldn't know what to do.
Do you ever worry that the longer you wait, your kid won't understand who Kevin Durant is?
I'm glad he won't understand. Because I don't want him to have to feel like he's pressured in this bubble to do what I did, you know?
I wonder how the front office of the Warriors are going to feel about Draymond having that conversation and saying those things about them. Personally, I respect it. I think players have the right to criticize the front office and let executives know when they effing up. In fact, I think players should do that, and front office executives should listen, because they don't know the culture of the players like the players do.
Well, let's think. When the last player came up here or did some press about
Andre
the
Iguodala?
organization, what happened to him?
He's back with the Warriors now.
I know what happened to him at that time. They traded him, right?
I don't know if they traded him. He was a free agent. I'm not sure.
They
traded him?
Yeah, they traded him.
Yeah, he's back now with the Warriors.
He's
though.
back, right.
But this is all in retrospect, too, like looking back at a time when this happened, so you can explain, you know, what the real issue was. It wasn't really with each other. It was
it was the
really
executives.
and so that's something executives should pay attention to and listen to.
I think executives that don't listen to their players, executives that don't listen to their employees are executives that are destined to fail, because they will never know the culture like the people on the ground.
I agree.
All right, well, since we're talking about the NBA, let's talk about Carmelo Anthony and a big what if. Now, he talked about the Detroit Pistons had promised to draft him at one point, and what would have happened if they did? He was on All the Smoke with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson. Here's what happened.
That was a good Detroit team. Obviously, they went on and won championships. You ever think of that? Like, damn,
changed the course of my career, man.
Right?
Like, to this day, I still think about that. They promised me. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we taking you. I'm talking all the way up to draft day. They was like, yo, you gonna share time with Tayshaun? I'm like, cool. Like, I ain't, I'm gonna come and do my thing, but I don't know how long I'm gonna share time with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm just come in and do my thing. And then they won it, my luck. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm there, I think they win another one.
I agree.
Yeah,
absolutely. He definitely gets one, potentially two.
Imagine up until draft day, you had this promise and thinking that something's going to happen.
Yeah, he was going to go number 2.
And then,
wound up going number 3 to the Nuggets.
And the person that the Pistons draft, I can't remember his name. He sucked so bad.
Darko.
I don't know. He sucked. Compared to everybody else that came out. Who was that? Who came out that year?
LeBron was number 1.
Chris Bosh, I think.
2, 3. Carmelo. 4 was Bosh. 5 was Wade.
Wade, D-Wade. Yeah. Damn.
All right, now the FBI is now involved in the Deshaun Watson sexual misconduct case, and they said that they have launched their own probe into what happened. Now, Tony Busby represents the more than 20 female massage therapists who have alleged that Deshaun Watson was inappropriate with them during massages, And that is the claim. He said that they've contacted him. I've met with them 3 times now, and they've met with several of the plaintiffs in the case. So now the FBI is involved in this whole thing. Now, according to Deshaun Watson's attorney, Rusty Hardin, he said the whole thing is BS. He said, I have absolutely no reason to believe that Deshaun is being investigated by the FBI. The FBI, meanwhile, did not confirm nor deny whether or not they are investigating Deshaun Watson.
That would be a strange case for the FBI to be investigating, though.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Now, Daniel Craig has said that inheritance is distasteful. So he said he doesn't want to leave great sums to the next generation. He said, I think inheritance is quite distasteful. My philosophy is get rid of it or give it away before you go.
Who said
that? Daniel Craig, he played James Bond.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is what he told the UK's Candace magazine. He said, isn't there an old adage that if you die a rich person, you failed? Then he noted that Andrew Carnegie gave away billions of dollars before his death in 1919, saying that shows how rich he was because I bet he kept some of it too. He's worth about $160 million, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday, and I didn't really understand the logic because with inheritance, you're passing it along, giving it away.
Yeah.
And whether you give it away to strangers or whoever, you're still passing it along, giving it away. So why not give it to your family?
Yeah, I ain't gonna die rich. I got 6 kids.
Exactly. Like, I don't understand the logic. Like, why wouldn't you want to give your kids a leg up in the world?
Yeah, listen.
What's the whole
How mad would you be if your parents had a whole lot of money and gave it away before they passed?
This gentleman I'm sure he had legs up. He had privileges that we don't have.
Yeah, but the whole point, yeah, you're right. But the whole point of us being parents is we're always supposed to be better than
we
the
talk about
generation that came
generational
before
wealth
us.
and
set
having
it up
something
for our kids.
Absolutely.
having something to pass
He
down.
might be set up and don't care, but I know I wasn't, and I want to make sure my kids are.
Yeah, it just the logic don't add up. If you're going to give your money away anyway, give it to your kids.
I agree. Maybe he don't like his kids. I don't know.
Maybe.
He said, get rid of it. Maybe he's going to just go on a wild binge.
I like when people give it to their
Lord have
dog
mercy.
or their cat and things like that. I never
To
understood
your
that.
cat?
Yeah, people do that all the time.
Hey, man, it costs to be in heaven. You know all dogs go to heaven. They balling in heaven.
You
Got
right.
me some money when you up there.
Right.
How can your cat can open an account and get your inheritance?
Mm-hmm.
That's
You see it all the time.
crazy.
People leave their money to their cats or whatever.
All the
Dogs.
time?
Yeah.
Really?
Usually rich white people.
All right. Well, that is your rumor report.
What? You wouldn't leave no money to your dog or cat?
No.
What are they going to do with it?
Buy a bunch of bones? I don't know.
All
I wouldn't do it. But all right. Shout out to Fat Joe. Today is Fat Joe's birthday, so we're going to start the mix off with some Joey Crack Revolt. We'll see you tomorrow. Happy birthday, Joe!